joined by Duke head coach Carol Lawson on the left, Riley Nelson, Duke career high 14 points, and senior Taina Mair. We'll start with the opening statement from coach and then questions for the athletes, please.
You know, it was a challenging game for us. I thought South Carolina did a great job in the first half on the offensive glass. They had 11 offensive boards at halftime, and then we had 11 turnovers. And so that second quarter where they were able to mount that lead going into halftime, that double-digit lead, you know, it was on the backs of 22 extra possessions. And it was hard for us to box them out and limit them to one shot. And then we were careless with the ball, and they got going in transition. That margin, we just weren't able to dig into too much in the second half. Obviously played them fairly even in the second half, but weren't able to get closer.
Questions for the athletes?
Either of you guys can answer this question. It's obviously been a little bit of a tough start to the season for you guys. You've had some injuries, some games that you wanted to win that you didn't. How do you continue to grow as a team and to fight through kind of the obstacles, especially when, you know, you're on like such a big stage, you started out ranked really high and the pressure is there?
Keith, you can start on this one.
I would say just staying together. I mean, everybody on this team, everybody's a really good person on and off the court. And we all know what we have to do on the basketball court and what it takes to win. So we're just going to continue to put time in the gym, continue to work, and everything for us is going to click eventually, and we're just going to keep working at that.
Yeah, I'd just say, look, just continue to work as hard as you possibly can. Obviously, every team is going to go through adversity, and we're going to respond to it by just giving our all every single game, and yeah, it's going from there.
Ladies, Willie Ramirez with the Associated Press. I'd like to ask this question early in the season for not only college but in the WNBA. There's a fine line between a will to win and a killer instinct. I think everybody has a will to win. You all step on the court with a will to win. But there's adversity throughout a game where it flips into having that killer instinct. Have you all found that yet this season?
Riley, you can start.
Yeah, I think that we had moments where we had our killer instinct. I think that we just need to continue working on just kind of, you know, pushing through that killer instinct and just having it longer throughout these games. Yeah, I do agree, and we'll find that, and we'll continue to grow that aspect of our games.
Yeah, just building off what Riley said, we just gotta hold it on for longer periods of time throughout the game. I thought we went on a little run to the fourth quarter. We just gotta continue to hold that run, continue to be ourselves, and we're gonna find that killer instinct within ourselves, and we're gonna keep going.
Do you have anything in the back row? Anything else for the players? You guys can stay or go. I always want to get the option. Great job, guys.
Coach, South Carolina has just a really solid 1-2 punch in the paint with Oka and Joyce Edwards. Just how do you go about trying to slow them down, and what made them so challenging today?
Yeah, I don't know that I'm the person to ask that. I don't know if I slowed them down. The size of 11 is challenging. She's very strong and finishes well. And so we had a hard time with her size and strength, in particular on the offensive glass, but also the deep post positioning. And then she made a couple nice plays in transition and one-on-one. So she's a very good player. You know, Joyce, I love Joyce. I had Joyce this summer, you know, and got to know her a little bit. And she's just a wonderful player, can impact the game in many ways. And, you know, when she's hitting the jump shot like she was tonight, it's hard to guard her. So, yeah, they're I mean, I'm not big into, like, rankings or anything like that, but they got to be one of the top front courts in the country when you look at the talent of the both of them together. I would guess they are. I haven't watched everybody play, so I'm not trying to say anything crazy, but they're really, really good and tough to defend.
Hey Coach, Talia Goodman. Over the past few years, you've talked a lot about your scheduling philosophy and how you want to play those tough games, travel to mid-majors, play there, play tough teams. This year, I'm curious how you feel like this tough schedule that you have again has either helped or hurt your team heading into this year.
Yeah, I think it's low-hanging fruit if you lose the games and you say it's bad, and then you win them, you say it's good, right? We play these games to have things revealed. We want to be exposed, and then that gives us a framework to go back and practice and work on it. And so, result is result. Would we like to have better ones than we have now? Yeah, sure, but we've got a team that's growing. I think that's improving, and that's going to be good. And so for us, it's we get to play again tomorrow, and you heard our players. That's not lip service. Like, we talk about growth more than result. We talk about focusing on improvement, and over time, if you're consistent with that, then I think results will come and start to go in your direction.
Any questions, Coach? We have one more here. All right, last question.
I have actually two, if I may, Carol. Willie Ramirez again from AP. To piggyback off what I asked the ladies, I think last year's game against Oklahoma still resonates in my head. It was one of the most incredible games of the regular season. It was a team that I felt that fine line of killer instinct that they had. Would you agree that on that fine line? And where is your team in terms of as a coach, as the head coach, to get them to grasp that? Because I don't know if you can teach it. I think that it needs to come from within.
Yeah, I mean, I like the team that I have, and I like the players that I have, and we returned 4 or 5 starters from that team last year, and so there's a lot of wins in our locker room over the course of their careers and a lot of success. So we have it inside of us. It's just about working out, the new rotation, and then we have some new players that we're integrating. I thought, Riley was really good today. This is her first time playing with us. It's 7 games into the season for her, and I thought Ariana showed some flashes. She's just a freshman, but she's going to be really good. And obviously we're without the services of Skinner, and you may know her, you may not know her, but you'll remember her when she starts playing. And so those are the things that we keep growing and keep getting better. And we're going to play a really good team tomorrow, and I'm excited to see if we can take it a step further than we did today.
And then away from the game, was a proposal on the table for NC2A men's and women's with the transfer portal. They shortened the time frame to 15 days, and it would open after the Final Fours. If I can get your thoughts on that.
I don't really get into all that stuff. I just look at the rules, whatever they say the rules are. I mean, there's people much smarter than me and more experienced in the governing of the sport. A little bit of a neophyte, just being in my 6th year, but whatever they decide, we'll go off of that.
Coach, we have one more question.
You just mentioned obviously being without Skinner, who is going to be a really big part of what you guys do. I'm wondering if there's any update on her status or her timeline going forward.
I don't have an update or a timetable, just lower body injury.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
Thank you.